We're back with more Call to the Booth. It's week 9. Can't believe that the NFL season is halfway over, which means we have to look at the playoff picture. We'll start with the AFC first. And right now, there's some teams that look like they're in the mix, but I don't think, and I think Aqib would agree, that they're not really in the mix. We'll start here looking at the bottom of the AFC. Right now, the Broncos are 3-4. The Dolphins are 4-3. The Raiders are 4-3. Do you think any of these teams have a realistic chance of making the playoffs?
I don't. I think they top 7 is gonna pretty much remain that top 7. So the Dolphins, no. The Raiders, no. The Broncos, no. I don't like it. I like the AFC top 7 to pretty much play itself out the same way it looks about right now.
Give me one quick thought, like a one-sentence line for each team. We'll start with the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens. What do they need to fix?
5-2 Baltimore Ravens. Lamar got to catch fire at the right time. Simple as that, man. You know, it's a momentum game. He got to catch fire at the right time.
Indianapolis Colts, one of the best offensive lines. If you own Jonathan Taylor, you are very disappointed at Jordan Wilkins taking all his touchdowns this past week. Give me your major thought about the Indianapolis Colts.
Hey, they gotta continue to stand on that run game, man. Taylor need to have 100 in the tub every game. And that's how you stand on your run game, man. The O-line too good for him to have 20 yards or whatever he had.
Yeah, so I think some reports came out saying that his ankle, there was like an ankle injury. So we'll see how that plays out. Could turn into a running back by committee. Who knows? Cleveland Browns at 5-3. Nick Chubb, they're on a bye week this week. Nick Chubb should be coming back after that. No OBJ. Jarvis Landry almost had a touchdown. Do they make the playoffs? And if so, why?
I think they do. I think Odell being gone is going to bring them together as a team. Not saying Odell wasn't a team guy, but, you know, you lose one of your big dogs. Other guys got to fill in and make plays, man. So I think the camaraderie and the team bonding is going to increase as the season goes on in Cleveland.
And so finally, the Raiders. Josh Jacobs looked really good in that matchup outside of getting in the end zone. Obviously, Darren Waller's a beast, even though the wind really impacted that game. They seem like the next team that legitimately has a chance if you're not counting in the Miami Dolphins, who did have a good win against the Rams. Give me one quick thought on the Raiders.
Tough division, man. Tough division. They got to see them Chiefs. They schedule not too hard when you really look at it down the line. So I may take that back, man. I might give the Raiders a chance. The Raiders or Cleveland, one of them guys that snatched that 7th spot, man. I'm looking at the Raiders. I'm looking at the Raiders schedule right now. And Chargers, Broncos, you exclude the Chiefs, Falcons, Jets, Colts, Chargers, Dolphins, Broncos. So I mean, it's not too hard. It's not too hard, man. So let's bump them up into one of the teams who have a chance, man. I think Gruel, he might be able to slide in there, man, if he could steal one of those that Colts, or if he win the games he's supposed to win, he could steal that Colts game. Or that Chiefs game, man, I think he might have some.
And they got the head-to-head win against the Browns, so that could be a factor. Also, we must mention that the NFL just might go to an 8-team in each conference playoff schedule, which would be a very interesting, tricky element to it all as well. Let's hop over to the NFC right now. And so we'll go over from 5 to 10. Saints are 5-2. Cardinals 5-2. Rams 5-3. Bears 5-3, 49ers 4-4, but obviously trending downwards with all their injuries. Lions are 3-4, it's still kind of in the mix, even though Kenny Galladay might miss this week. And the Carolina Panthers 3-5, but Christian McCaffrey looks like he's on his way back.
He definitely is.
So we went from 5 to 11. Give me the locks out of those teams to make the playoffs. The locks.
The Rams gonna make it, and let's see, man. The Cardinals. This Cardinals one of those teams.
Yep.
They in the
five. Yeah. Saints, Cardinals, Rams, Bears.
And the Cardinals, man. The West is gonna send 3 teams. That's the best division in football. So the West, they'll send 3 teams. I think the Cardinals and the Rams, only ones they're gonna lose to is each other. So they'll be there.
Okay, so real quick. What the hell happened in Miami this last week?
Oh man, they had the bug. They had the turnover bug. The Rams put up with the turnover bug, man. and they just couldn't hold on to the ball. I mean, the Rams defense is going to be in my no-fly zone. They defense is in there because they played a great game on defense. The offense just turned the ball over and gave the defense short fields. I mean, 1-yard fields to 20-yard fields to touchdowns. So the defense played great. The offense just had that turnover bug. I mean, every time Jared Goff got hit, he dropped the ball. So, I mean, it happened. It be like that sometimes. It happened like that sometimes. So, man, they'll bounce back from that.
All right, I'm going to go from the bottom up, and I would just want you to fill in the blank real quick. The 3-5 Carolina Panthers make the playoffs if
Christian McCaffrey come back and play like the MVP.
the 3-4 Detroit Lions make the playoffs if
The 3-4 Detroit Lions make the playoffs if.
And if you do, you could also say
somebody in Green Bay get hurt. If somebody in Green Bay get hurt, who initials is A&R, and they just go downhill. Besides that, they won't make it.
The 4-4 San Francisco 49ers make the playoffs if
they make the playoffs if they second-string quarterback come in on fire.
Nick Mullins
got to come in on fire.
Yeah.
He ain't been on fire yet. So, I doubt it'll happen.
The 5-3 Chicago Bears make the playoffs if
5-3.
This is where it starts to get dicey now.
They make the playoffs if they continue to do what they do. I mean, 7 teams go to the playoffs right now, right?
It's 7 teams, yep.
And I think they're in 7th, so
No,
if they continue to play.
Yep, they're both 5. Them and the Rams are both 5-3 technically. So there's like a kind of jumbled up. Saints, Cardinals 5-2, Rams, Bears 5-3. So they're all kind of jumbled up right there. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
Saints
okay.
and Rams have the
So-
tiebreakers.
I mean, I think if Nick Foles continue to play good and that defense continue to play the way it's playing, man, I think them guys will make the playoffs.
Okay. The Cardinals are a Super Bowl contender, yes or no?
No, they're about 1, maybe 2 more years away, but no.
The Saints win a Super Bowl, Drew Brees' second Super Bowl, if
The Saints win the Super Bowl if they can get them 2 receivers back healthy, Emmanuel Sanders and Mike Thomas. And Mike Thomas got to be healthy. He got to be 90% or above. So if Mike Thomas comes back and he plays like he's 90% or above, the Saints have a great chance to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that Saints Bucks matchup should be a lot of fun, especially if Mike Thomas can come back. I think that pretty much wraps it up. So you're pretty confident in the Saints. You're confident in the Rams, despite what happened in Miami last week.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Obviously, Lamar's got to pick it up. The Colts, we'll see what happens with their running game. And the Raiders could be a sneaky pick to get in there. I know they don't have like brand names on offense outside, at the wide receiver position, but Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, pretty much the standouts for that team. And John Gruden's good, looking like he's proven a lot of people wrong if they could get into the mix there in the playoff scene. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. We mentioned Christian McCaffrey. We're going to mention him. Oh, actually, no, sorry. We mentioned the 49ers. There we go. We're going to mention them again because they'll be taking on the Green Bay Packers. Packers coming off a disappointing loss this past week where wind played a factor in a number of people's decisions when it came to DFS. Some people might have had starting lineups, saw the wind, and changed their lineup and ended up losing. That might be a co-host on this show. Very frustrated about that. I need your advice when we come back with more Call to the Booth.